Hey guys, so I really thought that after that congressman was shot like a couple weeks ago, the left would tone down their rhetoric, but this doesn't really seem to be the case. They seem to have doubled down on it. Like recently, Johnny Depp was in the UK, he was giving a speech or whatever, and he invoked like that John Lewis or something Booth guy that assassinated Lincoln. And he's like pretty much making reference to himself and what he'd like to do to Trump. But then later on, he's like, "Oh, it was a joke. It was a poor joke." Which, sure, whatever. I'll give him that, right? Maybe he just has a very shitty sense of humor. That's not very good. But nonetheless, in the time right now that we're in, and like the divide that people have, especially in America, you're gonna like continue to stoke shit up like this. Like, you know, I wish people could see that these people are really don't give two shits about you. They don't care, and they're just saying this for popularity, for fame, for attention, because they think like, hey, I'm gonna get a lot of praise for saying this, right? And sometimes they miscalculate. Sometimes they say it, they're just crossing the line, not too much, and everybody loves it. Other times they go too far, like Kathy did and like he did. But they don't give two fucking shits about you. So I really wish people would stop listening to celebrities. I really wish they would just stop talking in general. Because every time they talk, I find out, oh my god, now I don't like, now I'm gonna watch this guy's movies anymore, And it's like, granted, I'm still probably gonna watch a lot of their movies, but like some of them, like, not Johnny Depp, but that fucking guy who did Batman recently, and the guy who argued with Sam Harris a few years ago. Like I can't even watch any of his movies anymore, like at all, just because like I just hate his face. Like I just don't like him. Ben Affleck, yeah, that's his name. But these people just need to shut up. Need to stop saying shit because they do have a lot of power. They do have a lot of influence, and most of the stuff they're saying never helps, right? You have people that like that woman who wrote the Harry Potter books, J.K. Rowling's like she's always throwing her 2 cents and shit, and she's just like I I liked those books before. I liked those movies, but now it's like, Jesus Christ, woman, like what the hell's going on in your head? Like no wonder you invented this shit. like like and another thing I had to say was the people who are now calling Trump supporters who are bitching about this like snowflakes. It's like, really? It's like, oh, you're just as bad as the SJWs, the liberals on the left. It's like, not really, right? Uh, First of all, the people on the left usually they cry and they bitch and moan when you say there's like only two genders, right? When you say Islam isn't a religion of peace, when you just point out basic facts and reality, and then you know these centrist type people, they when a conservative bitches or then people on the left are like, oh, you're just a snowflake. It's like, yeah, because you're like, assassinate all conservatives, and I'm saying, hey, maybe you shouldn't say that about me, and they're like, oh, what are you, just a snowflake? It's like, you know but this works. That type of reasoning works on very stupid people. So then they're gonna be like, oh yeah, see, he's a snowflake, blah blah blah. And then there's a lot of dumb people out there, and it doesn't take a lot to convince them. So these type of juvenile things will work. So you know and it will shut down people who are actually bitching about this or complaining, because they feel like, oh, well, if I complain, I'm gonna look like I'm a complainer. And if I complain about people who are saying they want to kill me, like I'm gonna look like a pussy. It's like, what the fuck? They wouldn't expect this of any other group demographic, to stay silent when somebody is essentially making these threats, right? They wouldn't. But when it's like generally perceived as like a group where it's like white men, white males, or like conservative leaning, they're like, oh well, fuck you. It's like, that's why less and less people are listening to celebrities and stuff. They're just fed up, pissed off with this like elitism that these people have, and they're just like, I'm better than you, right? They're nobody cares anymore about your opinion, and you are just preaching to the choir, right? Like that's the thing. They're not they're not converting anybody or anything like that. They're just preaching to the choir that loves what they're saying. And that's another sick part about it. It's like, if I was in a group and people were like, yeah, we're gonna assassinate Hillary Clinton, and everybody around me was like, yeah, yeah, it's like, I'd be like, what the fuck is wrong with you people, right? You know, that's not something that I would be for. So these people on the left, they really need to look into themselves and be like, okay, what will this move towards? What will this, you know, it starts off with talking, it starts off with yelling this shit at each other, but then it, sorry, it eventually moves to violence. So, you know, we need to stop this. That's all I pretty much had to say. If you like my content, subscribe. Have a great day.